Lots of silver, lots of excitement, lots of fun. It's been a great week. Hello everybody and welcome back to the journey. This week has been phenomenal. I have picked up way more silver than expected. We have reached a milestone. We've just had a really good time all around. Last Thursday night during Yankees live stream, he decided to help myself, Tuli and Tiger Stacker get closer to the 1,000 subscriber mark. It was a great stream with a lot of fun, and myself and Tuli both did cross that 1,000 subscriber mark. And hopefully Tiger will get there very soon. But it's been an amazing ride so far since we have crossed that mark, and it's just been excitement all around. It's been so much fun watching things go on and all the comments, and everything has just been amazing, and I thank you all for it. Thank you, Yankee, for all the help that you've given us. You're a wonderful person in this community, and I really appreciate all that you do. It was quite the event that night, and I'm never going to forget it. I really do appreciate it. Next day on Friday, I did make my usual trips to the coin shops. Candle Coin and Stamps actually didn't have much of anything in stock, other than some stuff that I already had been looking at, but it's more on the premium side, and so I just didn't mess with anything there. Of course, we did have good conversation, as we always do. I stood around and chatted for 30 minutes or something like that, and then I headed on over to Silver Eagle. And to my astoundment, when I got to Silver Eagle, the owner was there and he was up walking around. It was fantastic to see. He's walking around on his prosthetic, and he was in much better spirits than the last time I'd seen him. It is so good to see him up and moving around. I'm pretty sure things are going to be a whole lot easier and a whole lot nicer for him being mobile again. And I do pray for his continued healing, and I ask that you all reach out prayers to him as well. And hopefully he can get back as close to 100% as he can be able to as quickly as possible. Of course, while I was there, I was looking around at all the different silver stuff. I went through the kookaburras that they had. They didn't have anything new, so nothing added for that. But they did have a couple things that I was interested in. I had never seen them before. That's a little couple 1-ounce bars. And from what I understand from y'all's comments, these were made by Apmex. So let's go ahead and take a look at these now. And first we have the Year of the Snake. It's got a couple little spots on there, but these are pristine, absolutely beautiful little pieces. I had never seen these before, and they had them in there for basic bullion. And I do believe at the time they were going for 27, and so I grabbed it. There was this one and another one, and I did grab them both. And of course, we're going to go ahead and pop them into capsules. So let's do that now. I did already get some capsules ready to go. So we'll flip this over and set it on. There we are. All right, and that one is ready to go. Look at that mirror finish. Absolutely stunning. Let's get a stand for it and set her on over here. And the next one that I picked up was the Year of the Horse, 2014. They had a sheet of each of these, and so of course I got at least one of each, and I really didn't have the budget to be grabbing much more than that, so I just grabbed one of each. But these were still in their little packages. But you know me, I'm all about my capsules. So let's go ahead and pop this one in as well. All right, set her on a little stand. Two new beautiful pieces for the collection, for the stack. If they've got any more of those on Friday, I'll probably pick up another one of each, but we'll have to see how that goes. Another place that I did stop at is a place I haven't been to since early on in the year, and that was Castle Coins. The couple times that I'd been at the first part of the year, they never really had much in terms of silver. They were more of just strictly a coin shop. They had a little bit of silver, but not really much that I would actually go back to get any more. But something told me, you know what, let's go check him out again, and so I did. And he had quite a lot. He had 2 cases full. He had several different options in there, bullion, bars, coins. He even had a 100-ounce Engelhard bar. Of course, at his price of $2,600, that one was not even an option. But one thing he did have that I had not seen before, and I don't have any of, is a Scottsdale product. And what that was is one of their Scottsdale rounds. This is just one of their basic rounds, and he had it in there again at bullion. So I picked this up for $27. He had the rounds and the bars, and if he's got the bars again this Friday, I will pick one up to go with this. Let's go ahead and pop this one in a capsule. This is a 39mm capsule. There we are. It's actually quite the stunning design. I love their logo. It is a beautiful, beautiful design, and I absolutely wanted to have one of these when I saw it. Let's go ahead and put this one on a stand. I was already quite surprised by picking up 3 ounces. I'd only planned to maybe pick up 1 or 2 for the week. Well, it was Friday and I'd already picked up 3, and I still had to go see Mr. Warren the next day. So of course I was pushing beyond what my budget was, but it is what it is. So there we go, 3 more stunning ounces. All of them were quite beautiful. On Saturday, for some reason, I just did not want to get up in the morning. I slept through my alarm clock. I didn't get up till around 9:30, and I'm usually sitting at his store before 9 o'clock waiting for him to show up. But that's perfectly okay. Every now and then, it's always good to get a few extra minutes of sleep. So I got up and I did head on out. And I got there, he was absolutely slammed. He said he had been busy pretty much most of the week, and he said he'd been buying all kinds of gold and selling lots of silver throughout the whole week. Been quite busy, and I could tell. When I got there, I'd never seen so many people inside the store at one time. I did my best to stay out of everybody's way and help Mr. Warren as best I could. After a couple of hours, things finally started to slow down. He does close at 1 o'clock on Saturdays, and so there wasn't much time left. I did, through all the hustling and everything that was going on, get my chance to look into the silver case and pulled out some things that I was interested in. I kind of set them off to the side so that they would still be available when he had some time. And so, of course, after everybody cleared out, we did go over to things that I had picked out. And so, let's see what we got. One thing that I picked out absolutely destroyed my budget. And I had never seen anything like this in the store before. And I'm actually in quite the need of it. So I grabbed it. And he did give this to me for a stellar price. This one I'm actually not going to quote the price that he gave it to me before. But it is 5 ounces of silver shot. He picked this up the day before and he sold it to me at his cost. So I absolutely jumped all over it. He told me, he said something like this would probably never sell. He bought it because it was a family member, and he was more than happy to give it to me for that because he knew I'd use it for something. And you can actually tell it's actually starting to tone in the bag. But I did need some silver shot because my little jar of silver shot is on the side of empty. So let's go on ahead and put this in the jar. Getting this into the jar is not necessarily going to be the easiest thing, but we'll give it a go. That actually went much better than I thought, but there we go. Now we've got some shot that we can put into something else. And as you can see, some of the pieces are starting actually to tone. That's pretty neat. But anyway, there's 5 more ounces of silver shot ready for the next pour. Next little piece that I picked up while I was there was a little 1 ounce pour from Bison Bullion. I'd never heard of them before, but he had this in there and he sold this to me at $25. It's a cool little piece. I'd never seen anything like it. And of course at $25, I couldn't pass it up, especially since most of the time in the area now, something like this would go for over $30. So there we go. But that wasn't the end of it. He had one more in there, and I never thought to actually find this in my area. And this was a 1 ounce pour from MK Bars. Here is the card that goes with it, and I will be keeping this in the box with the bar. And the bar itself is a little Viking bar. This is pretty cool. got pretty nice detail on it. It's clearly stamped or struck, and it actually came out quite nice. As I said, I've never seen one of these before, and again, he sold this to me for $25. A steal of a deal. So, for the week, I ended up picking up those 10 ounces of silver, and I had actually only planned on picking up 1 or 2. I ended up staying the entire day there with Mr. Warren until he closed. I helped him close up in that afternoon, and then I went off with my mother for some lunch. I do, when I can, take my mother to lunch. It's always good just to hang out and have a meal with her. And there's a Mexican place there that we both absolutely love. So when I've got a couple extra dollars, we'll go and do that. Pretty much the rest of the week has just been work and, being quite excited over the reaching of the 1,000 subscribers, answering lots and lots of comments from folks. And it's just been a wonderful week. But yesterday, which would have been Tuesday, I was at work again and I was making change for our cash register. And I popped open a roll of dimes, and just shockingly, there was a Roosevelt, a 1951 Rosie. And yeah, it was just out of nowhere, another silver dime. That is 3 silver dimes over the course of the last month. So they say things come in sets of 3. Well, there's the set of 3 for those. Hopefully they'll keep coming, but my luck, probably not. But hey, that's free silver, so I'm absolutely happy to have it. But there you go. That's everything that I picked up over the course of the week. And I do want to thank all of you for helping me reach that 1,000 subscribers and helping push me along and keep me on the right direction with this journey. Thank you all for following along. Thank you for liking and just keeping up with all the videos. Without all of you, we wouldn't be where we are now, and I thank you for it. But as always, I ask that you like and subscribe and comment down below. Let me know what your favorite piece is that I picked up this week. I do look forward to reading your comments and answering every one of them. But until next time, remember to follow along on my silver journey. We'll see you in the next one. God bless.